Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my channel plans for 2023. Yes, the day after this goes live, it will be 2023 and I cannot believe it. I have decided that I'm going to do things a little bit differently for 2023 in the fact that after 2 or 3 years have been pretty rotten, 2020 was pretty hard, 21, so actually 3 years have been pretty hard. So I've decided that in 2023, I am going to do things differently and I'm going to do a lot more self-care. So I'm not going to be setting myself reading goals this year. I'm not going to have like a set number of classics or a set number of thrillers or anything. Like my Goodreads goal, I'm going to keep to 300, even though I've got over 400 books that I've read this year. I'm not going to have like a non-fiction books to do, but how I'm going to do it is I'm going to be a lot more gentle on myself. So I'm still going to aim to read at least one non-fiction book a month, ideally two, because I do think that's something I do want to work on. I do really enjoy non-fiction. I've got a lot of Cathy Glass foster care books. I've got a lot of memoirs, but I want to read a few more information books. So that is something I'm going to sort of have a good go on. You've all seen that I've got my classics for 2023, and this does include a lot more modern classics. As of filming this, my Dickens project, Bleak House, is not gone as well as I would have liked. So I'm going to try and read them a little bit differently, my classics in 2023. So I'll still have my Dickens project, I've still got my classics for 2023. So I'm going to still read one classic a month, but I'm not, other than Jane Austen July, where obviously I'll be reading those kind of books, I'm not really going to be going for any more classics than that. I'm going to leave that. I'm literally going to stick to my classics for 2023 and my Dickens book, and I'm not going to go over that other than then for Jane Austen July or for Victober, where I may be a bit more flexible with myself. So that's the classics goal. I want to reread more, and I said this last year and I didn't stick to it. So this year, one of the things that I'm really going for in 2023 is to reread a lot of my favourites. So I'm going to reread Get a Life, Chloe Brown. That is going to be for something else that's happening. I'm going to reread, I've got some other books I want to reread. Yeah, that's going to be my big thing. I've got lots of books on my shelves that I've read once and loved and I would want to reread. So I'm going to reread at least one book a month. And I mean, not just like my page, because obviously I reread all the Page Toon books last year for the Page Toon Read Long, a buddy read book that Page Toon hosted. But in 2023, other than January, which I am already, obviously January's TBR is already up, I've already got that set. Other than in January, I'm going to be rereading a book of one of my favourite books. So might look at my favourites for 2022. No, I think I'll probably try and reread a book from 2021. Actually, that's a good goal, actually. Reread a book from 2021 or 2020. Each month I'm going to be rereading one of those favourites. So that'll be good. So these are sort of like my reading plans. I'm also going to be reading, sorry, Mia's just walked down, so I'm just going to quickly. I'm also going to be rereading one of my, not rereading. I also want to read a book off each of my shelves because I've got my unread TBR down to where I want it to be. So I don't have to stress. Yes, I'm still not going to be buying loads of books. I'm at the charity shop. I'm still not going to be buying loads of books every month. But I am going to be buying some. So that's sort of another thing. So I will still keep I'm still going to keep the whole buying and reading of my unread TBRs very similar. So even though my unread TBR doesn't need to go down by very much, I don't want it to go up again. So I'm going to keep that. I'm also reading plans going to go back to the library in either January or February. January I might have to be a bit more careful because yeah, I'm expecting, I've already got quite a lot of Christmas books, so I may have to work a little bit harder in January. But in February, certainly I'm going to go back to the library. That's my goal, is that February to go back to the library and start borrowing books off that. Also, I want to listen to a few more audiobooks. I want to see what my library's got. And rather than being afraid of listening to an audiobook just in case I find a book that I want to read, I'm going to be a bit more careful on myself. So that's the reading plans. They're not goals, they're not set in stone. Everything is just, let's be gentle on me, let's see how I plan. My channel plans are, obviously in January we're going to be doing past and future readathon. with my lovely best friends, my co-hosts. So that's happening in January. I will be doing my first reading sprint during that, which will be exciting and nerve-wracking. I'm thinking about doing a live show for my birthday week, because I did it on Instagram, but now I know how to do a live show. I'm going to try and do a live show, like party, on my channel, possibly on a Tuesday before my birthday with Mia as well. And I'm going to invite some of my Book Waffle girls to see if they'll join me and be coming on that party. So what do you guys think of that? Do you like the idea of me doing a live for my birthday, like a birthday celebration with all of you? We'll talk about books that we all love, books that we want to celebrate. My birthday month, I know I hosted a readathon for it like this year, but I want to do something different in 2023, is that I'm going to be reading books that are my favourites. I'm going to literally go with books that I'm desperate for. Really go, like I've done in December, which has worked, and really only pick up books that I'm really super excited about, not ones that I'm nervous about. So that's my goal for my birthday month, is that it's all going to be books that I love, books that I can't wait to read, and really go with that. I think I may include my sister Charlie from Charlie Brooke in that, because she's my best friend, so I think I might try and include her and getting her to help me pick books that she knows I'm going to love. Before I forget, another big thing in January is that in January I'm going to be doing my live Q&A. I've hit my 1k, which is a big goal, which was my biggest goal for 2023. Obviously in that video in January I'll be going over how I did with my goals. But I'm going to be doing an announcement of a video. When is this going to be announcing? I'll do an announcement for the Q&A sort of like mid-January, around about the 20th of January is when I'm going to announce the Q&A, and that's when I'll ask you guys for questions. And then at the end of January, we will do a live show. Don't know exactly when, but it'll be at the end of January. I'll do a live show on my channel with my sister Charlie from Charlie Brooke Reads. She will be asking the questions that you guys ask me live, so I will not be able to have time to plan on the answers. It will be hish-pish, it will be manic, it could be fun. Another big thing is that in May I am hosting an Invisible Illnesses readathon with Naomi. I think we're going to do it over about 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks. Again, it will be done on bingo board, because I'll probably have to get Naomi to do that. But it's going to be about self-care and about getting awareness up of invisible illnesses and invisible disabilities. It's going to be quite a flexible thing, but we really want to shout it out. You guys all know that I live in chronic pain. Naomi has chronic illness as well, so we really want to shout that out and do a big readathon for that and spread awareness and get that promoted. I'm going to be doing a Northern Lights, the Northern Lights, the Dark Material, yes, the Dark Material series. We're going to do a read along of that in the summer months with Gemma from Gemma Books. We're going to host a read along of that in the summer months. That'll be good fun. I will do another month, not sure exactly when. I'm going to be doing another month where I get my booktubers to pick my books, because that was really good fun and I really want to do that. I may do another one of Mia, my daughter, picking my books, but she will not be obviously on it because I'm still trying to keep with the rules quite a bit. I want to try new authors in January. That should have been my reading goals. I do want to try some new authors, and I'm going to try my first Agatha Christie. So what I'm thinking about doing another month, it'll be, I'm going to get a list of favourite authors from some of my booktube besties, and I'm going to look for their books in charity shops and then try and regularly read off them. So like I said, I've got an Agatha Christie book, so I want to know, yeah, actually I do. If you can, all of you, can you let me know your favourite authors? I can't have specific books by these because it's hard to find, it will be charity shop based, but I do want to have your favourite authors, and I want to know what books to look for. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to put a list on my phone and start looking for that. And I want to do another book on charity shops, because charity shops do a lot of money. With the economic crisis the way things are, I know that a lot of people don't have a huge amount of money. So buying full price books is really hard. And I really want to support the charity shop. So I'm going to do a charity shop book tour. I might do that when I go to Wokingham with a friend. I might do it shouting out all the different charity shops that are near me and do that, because I really want to raise awareness of charity shops and how they can help people and how you can buy books and ways. I might do. Would you guys like me to do a video about ways of finding books for not too expensive money? Not that to promote too many people, but again, I want to help people that don't have a huge amount of money to still read. I want to talk. Would you guys think of that kind of video would be good? I'd love to know. I am still sticking to not having too many buddy reads, because that's really worked for me this year, and I really want to go back to that. And I'm just gonna really be a lot more gentle on myself in 2023. This isn't a long video. This is just literally, you've already seen my series goals. You've already seen my classics. You've already seen my TBR jar. You know a lot of the plans, but I just wanted to keep it all together and be honest, be gentle with myself. Let's make 2023 a year where we are all a lot more gentle on ourselves and things get better. We are on our way up. Certain crises have gone. Certain other crises are happening, but we are all there to support each other. And I want to thank you all. This is the last video of 2022, and I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all your support these last few years, especially this year. Thank you all for just being so amazing and making my life so much better. BookTube is a lifesaver. I've spoken about this in other videos. I've made some amazing friends. There are best friends on it. My Book Waffle group are, you know who you are. You are literally my best friends in the whole, they literally are my best friends in the whole wide world. I've got my friends outside of BookTube, but you guys, you're all absolutely incredible, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I'm not going to link channels. Obviously, I'll link my sister Charlie's channel because we're doing a live, and I'll link Gemma's channel because we're doing the read along. But other than that, you all know who you are. You all know how grateful I am, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support and kindness. I hope 2023 is a brilliant year for you all. So take care. Bye.